Hi guys, so it's the weekend and it is DIY experiment day, and today I'm going to be looking at the magnetic face masks. Now these have been all over YouTube, they look so fun, so cool, but I can't really find any available near me. I would have to pay a fortune, I can't guarantee if any of them are cruelty free, and just I don't want to spend that kind of money on something that I'm not sure about. So we're going to be doing two experiments today with the magnetic cell face mask. Now when I first saw these masks I thought they were a clay mask and that the magnet was literally pulling out, so it would be yanking all the gunk out your skin like a pore strip. I gather from many YouTube videos that that's not the case. It's more like a skin serum that you just put an excess of on, and then the excess gets whipped off with the iron filings. So I don't entirely get the point of that. I'm sure there's something very scientific that I'm missing, but we're going to be trying it differently today. So I have two things we're trying to do. First of all, I'm going to be doing a DIY natural yogurt and charcoal kind of detoxifying moisturising face mask. Now that one's not really going to dry in sets, so that's going to be a little bit more like the the traditional new style ones. And then secondly, I've also got a little bit of clay mask. I was just finishing up my chocolate clay spray. I don't have enough left for a full face. Obviously, I'm not even entirely sure I'm going to cover half my face. So I figured it would be good to use in this experiment. And then I have, if I stop losing things, I'm sitting on a towel because I predicted this would be messy with the charcoal and the filings, and I have a bag of iron filings which I'm going to add to those two mixtures, and then also my magnet. And obviously I have the giant roll of cling film for covering the magnet. So let's start with adding these iron filings. So I bought 80 grams off Amazon. I have no idea if that's enough or not. I hope it is. I can't imagine putting more than that on my face. It's quite heavy. So I've got my yogurt and charcoal mix here, and I'm going to try and add about half the bag. This just looks like grey sand, if I'm totally honest with you. Grey sand, anybody? And this is going to become so much thicker and chunkier. Oh, that smells really bad. Okay. Iron smell mixed with yogurt smell is bad, people. Bad, 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 bad. Oh man. Whew. I don't even know how to describe that smell. It's... No, just... oh man. Oh, I'm not recommending this one so far. See if this works and my skin looks and feels great. I'm going to be so disappointed. And then next, my clay mask. I suspect this is going to be a little bit harder to mix. And in fact, with the amount of clay mask I've got left, I don't think half the packet of iron filings will even mix in with that. But let's see what we can do. See how much we can get to mix in there. Now I wanted to do this with my Indian clay healing mask, but that specifically says that you shouldn't have it in contact with metal, so I think it's meant to affect the efficacy of the product, so I didn't want to do that. Which is a shame because it's an amazing mask, and also really hard to remove with water. So okay, so this is went really thick and gunky, and I'm just going to get it on my face as quickly as possible, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with it drying. Oh man. And that's why I'm sitting on top of a giant towel and wearing my Primark pyjamas. So this doesn't smell particularly pleasant either. Oddly, it kind of reminded me of soy sauce, which is a really weird thing to compare metal and chocolate to, which is in theory what this should be smelling like. Okay, so that did just do half my face, and it just feels a bit thicker and drier than normal because it's got that extra powder in it. So I'm just going to wipe my hand on my giant towel. Not very effectively apparently. I have a smaller towel. I was prepared for a mess. Right, and then into the yogurt one, which is obviously a bit more liquidy. In fact, I'm going to add some more iron filings to that. Because it turns out I've only actually used about half the packet in total, so yay! As long as it actually will stick to the magnet now. Let's go with yay. So, ooh. I look like I'm wearing some kind of crazy tribal war mask. It's a good look. Or a wrestling mask. Okay, so I'm going to leave those for about 5 minutes, and sorry, I'm trying to leave my phone out of the way because I'm not sure what a magnet will do to it. So I'm going to come back at about 25 past and we will try removing these and see if it even works with the clay side or not, and I will be back soon. Hi guys, so I came back and forgot to hit record. So I've started on this side of my face. I'm so sorry. At the moment I've only managed to remove areas of clay that were damp. The areas that were dry weren't so good, and then when I went to clean my magnet I actually burst the cling film and got some of the product directly on the magnet. So I've now double wrapped, my magnet, and we're going to have a go at the dry areas. I can feel it pulling and it comes off a little bit. How cool is this? Right, so let's try and clean this hopefully more successfully than last time. That one came off okay. And let's get another strip of cling film. I think I grossly underestimated how many bits of cling film this would take, so I'm just going to prepare some more and come back. Okay, so I now have 5 bits of cling film all prepared, and let's try and finish up this side and move on to the yogurt side. Now, I did notice there that the cling film was sticking to my skin a whole lot more than normal. I'm not sure if it's related to this, because metal and magnets I guess can create a bit of an electric current, which I think is part of the theory behind why this is good for your skin. So maybe there is something behind the whole the magnet thing. I definitely feel like my skin's getting kind of tugged at. When I go like this, I can feel it kind of pulling against my skin. Maybe that's helping with blood circulation, and I definitely look a bit more red than I normally do after a mask. But let's move on to the yogurt side. Now, I'm predicting that this is going to come off a bit easier, a bit faster, but I might be wrong. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there we go. This is still just such a weird sensation. And this is still just the coolest looking thing ever. In fact, it almost looks like the end of a makeup brush there. So let's change again. So this is definitely coming off easier, but remember I've mixed more iron filings in with this because it was wetter, so it could almost, you know, take more of them. Oh, I feel like I'm shaving. This is such a bizarre feeling. And I just actually managed to pull a bit of hair out because it must have got caught. Okay. So, second thing I've learned other than double cling filming it, I guess depending on the strength of your magnet, this apparently had a pull of 12 kilograms and came with a safety warning that they could cause blood blisters and cuts. I guess if you got your fingers trapped between this and a metal surface, it would be the equivalent of a 12k weight dropping on your skin, which would be quite sore. So this area on my forehead isn't coming off as well as the rest of it. I don't know if it's dried more or if there's just less iron filings if I didn't mix properly, because I've got a big blank patch on this now. Okay, that's weird. Right, I think this has just started to dry a bit more because I can definitely still feel it tugging at my skin. It's just not coming off. So what I'm going to do is I actually have a spray can of water, so we're going to re-wet this. And hopefully that will allow us to pull the rest of this off without any trouble. I just put that magnet directly on top of my phone, so I hope that's still working. Okay, so this still isn't coming off, so I suspect what's happened is we've pretty much pulled out all the iron filings and all that's left is like actual face mask. Because while I can still feel that pulling, it's much gentler. So I'm just going to try one last bit of cling film. I'll be right back. Okay, and let's just see if any more of this is going to come off. Okay, so I do think it's just been the majority of the filings have been removed already because I'm still getting product off, but just not that much. So I'm going to go and rinse my face with water and come back looking less mental, and I'll let you know how my skin feels. Okay, so I'm back and my face is clean and I have a couple of final thoughts. So while I was rinsing my face and thinking, oh, it hasn't got completely clean, I realised that the other on the market magnetic masks have a clear serum base, and people have serum left over at the end that they're rubbing the excess into their skin or rinsing off, and that I believe is in the instructions of those masks. So those masks aren't coming off completely clean as well. They just look cleaner because what they leave behind is see-through, whereas we had a clay chocolate base and a charcoal yogurt base. And my skin feels really soft and smooth. I think it looks brighter, so I definitely think the magnet kind of pulling at your skin is doing something for the circulation and increasing the circulation to your skin. So I'm going to declare this a win. I definitely think that trying this as a DIY project rather than spending the 50 odd pounds on the ones in the shop, just using other mask that you already know works with your skin, I think is great, and give it a shot and have some fun. So if you've got any questions, please leave those down below. I will put links in the information box for the stuff that I bought, the magnet and filings, and please remember to subscribe if you want to see more, as well as DIYs. I do reviews and I'm hoping to get up to 500 subscribers and do a giveaway, and we're just continually climbing up towards that. So hope you guys had a good weekend. It'll probably be later Sunday afternoon by the time this is up, and I will see you later. Bye!